All right, so my name is Nicole Brown. I'm a twin flame guide, a womb alchemist, and energy healer. Energy healing is my passion. As you know, we are spiritual beings having very human experiences. And I'm excited to be hosting this gathering for all of us because if you've been called to it, chances are you're experiencing financial hardships or perhaps experiencing a disconnect with our own abundance. And so this is something personally I have been working to heal for quite some time. And I realize that it's part of my soul's um, mission to heal this polarity within me. And so I'm proud because things have been shifting and transforming for me, and it's taken a lot of work for me to get to this place. But I'm excited and proud that I am where I am right now, experiencing these really beautiful shifts in my abundance templates, in my financial security, and also in my experiences. And so thank you so much for being here. Um, and I'm going to take a moment to have everybody really just find as like tune into your body, allow yourself to be comfortable, um, relaxed, find a quiet, just really kind of tune into this space right now. And I'm going to call you to bring in your intentions, like your struggles, like what it is that you really wish to release in this healing today, what it is you wish to transform and work through and release, let go of. So bringing a minute for you to bring your intentions into this space and holding those intentions in your heart. So I work through energy, through breath, through movement, through light language, using my hands. Um, so it's just kind of how I do what I do. Um, so we're going to, I'm going to guide everybody to begin connecting to their body through their breath, calling in all parts. And aspects of yourself that have like wandered off, like bringing in your mental body, allowing it to soften and relax, bringing in all of your thoughts from anywhere they've wandered off in the future or anywhere they're stuck in the past. Just bringing all of your attention and your awareness into this present moment. And begin to tune in to your breath, into those subtle inhales and exhales. We actually connect to our bodies through our breath. So I'm going to have you begin to bring your energy, your awareness, your attention to your inhale, placing a hand on your heart and a hand on the sacral center. So breathing in as if you can breathe from your heart. I'm also calling in the energy of all who could not be here live and will be catching the replay. So taking a moment to honor all who wish to receive this healing in every now moment and in every replay. And holding the intentions for the highest and best good of all. setting the intention that you receive exactly what is perfect and right for you in this now moment and with every replay. So bringing all of your energy into this now moment, calming and soothing the emotional body. Bringing your attention and your awareness to your heart. Perhaps you see, sense, feel, and imagine that there's this beautiful crystal lotus within the heart. And as you breathe, the petals on this beautiful crystal lotus begin to soften and relax. And then perhaps you see a beautiful crystal lotus within the sacral center. And as you begin to breathe, the petals within your sacral center begin to soften and relax. So bringing all of your attention and your awareness to your heart. Breathing in the beautiful healing essence of your own heart, breathing that in now and releasing. Releasing through all layers and aspects of your being. And now we're going to breathe in the beautiful healing essence of the heart and exhale it into the sacral center. We're going to do 3 unifying breaths. So breathing in from the heart. And exhaling into the sacral center, into the womb. Even biological males have an energetic womb within the sacral center. It's through our sacral center that we open to receive. Breathing in from the heart and exhaling into the womb. And now bringing your attention and your awareness to the crystal lotus within the crown. Breathing in from the heart and exhaling into the crown, allowing the mind to soften and relax, allowing the petals of the crystal lotus of the mind, the higher mind, to soften and relax. Breathing in from the heart and exhaling gently into the crown. Breathing in from the heart again and exhaling into the crown. I'm going to activate your 12 to 18D shields or greater. Bring your attention and your awareness into your unity star within the center of your crown. And now see, sense, feel, and imagine that unity star dropping all the way down through your core, all the way down below the feet, passing through the energy center at the base of the feet and going about 12 inches below the feet. See, sense, feel, and imagine that unity star spinning and creating a beautiful platform, like a disc, 12 inches below your feet, expanding out 360 degrees all around you. This is your this is your solid spiritual foundation. And now see, sense, feel, and imagine of your base 12 mechanics. See, sense, feel, and imagine that unity star dropping all the way down through all layers and aspects of the earth into the middle, into the warm crystalline core of our ascended Mother Earth. And now see, sense, feel, and imagine that beautiful star of unity coming all the way back up, coming up through the center of your base 12D shield, coming all the way back up through your core, passing through the energy center at the base of the feet, through the root, through the pelvis, through the solar center, your solar plexus, your great central sun within, passing through the heart, up through the throat, all the way up through the crown. Coming out the top of the crown and going all the way up, passing through the solar soul star center above the head, and going all the way up through all layers and aspects of the universe. Going out through the atmosphere, through the cosmos, through the multiverse, going into the great central sun in the cosmic heart of creation. Perhaps you see, sense, feel, and imagine this energy as a beautiful, soft pearlescence. Perhaps it's even showing up with more bold colors for you. However you are seeing, sensing, feeling, and imagining this energy is perfect and right for you. And now bringing that unity star all the way back down. And I'm seeing a beautiful shield expanding out above your head, above the energy center located above the head. Connecting above and below, thank you. And now see that beautiful star of unity passing down through the crown and coming into the heart. Placing one hand on the heart. We're going to activate our sovereign 0 point. So this is our still point. This is located at the base of the sternum. The sternum is the rib cage. So placing one hand on the heart and then one hand on the still point at the base of the sternum, the front of your rib cage. And now we're going to breathe in and hold it. And then on the exhale, we're going to exhale and release into our still point. This is in allowing your mind to relax, just simply setting the intent is enough to make it happen. So there's no right or wrong here. There's never any right or wrong here. You are here to receive. So breathing in and releasing into our 0 point. We're going to take another breath and releasing into our 0 point. And allowing yourself to expand far and wide, however feels comfortable and right for you. Your Markovic shields are activated. And I am activating and running the tri-wave cloaking technology. You can say yes to receive this. It is a technology. You actually will activate your own shielding technologies within you, but it creates a beautiful buffer field around and throughout your container to repel any lower dense vibrating energies that are not in resonance with your organic core heart soul signature frequency It also prevents you from absorbing the energies of your environment and the energies of those that are around you that are out of resonance with divine unconditional love and unity consciousness. It deactivates beacons and tags and tracking devices within your energy field that are used by lower distorted energies that are inorganic and not aligned with the purest aspect of your consciousness. So you can say yes to receive that tri-wave cloaking technology. I like to run this when I'm doing group healings because it helps to maintain the sovereignty of everyone's own energetic fields. And so now, I am bringing your attention, your awareness to your I am self, to your God self, to your higher self, your divine aspect, to that part of your soul that is limitless, that is infinite, that is always and only ever connected to God, that is God. Bringing all of your energy and your attention and your awareness to this beautiful aspect of your own being. However, this aspect of your soul shows up for you is perfect and right. I'm seeing an angelic expression for some. I'm even seeing dragon consciousness for others. However you see, sense, feel, and imagine this aspect of your being, some of you may just experience this aspect of yourself as pure light. So inviting you to connect to this aspect of your consciousness, inviting you to merge and embody this aspect of your consciousness, your beloved God self, that pure, infinite, loving, and wise aspect of you that is always connected to all that is. And so as we join together, I'm seeing us join together in a sacred circle around the base of this beautiful, ancient, crystalline tree. The organic tree of life, offering love and gratitude for all who are here to support and assist us in this powerful reclamation, liberation, and restoration of our fertility cycle, of our abundance templates, and financial freedom. Thanking all. Thanking our beloved guardians for safe gatekeeping as we hold our purest missions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I'm seeing this beautiful, we're going to go on a journey, and I'm seeing this beautiful opening, this beautiful portal opening up at the base of this beautiful crystalline tree. And we're going to step through this beautiful sacred opening and journey. I'm seeing this rainbow bridge activating for us. So activating the rainbow bridge, thank you, and the crystal spiral, thank you. And as we step on this beautiful rainbow bridge, we're beginning to ascend And I'm seeing like as we step and walk on this rainbow bridge, like it's illuminating and sparkling, and your path forward from where you are is being illuminated as you embody your divine consciousness, your this aspect of your soul that has the map, that has all of the answers, that is holding the keys for you to unlocking your highest, purest potential of financial prosperity, abundance, and wealth. And I'm seeing that as we walk along this beautiful rainbow bridge, up in the distance, there's this beautiful golden gateway. But as we walk across this beautiful rainbow bridge, I'm seeing that like struggles, financial struggles that you've had, and they may not even be financial, they just may be hardships that you're experiencing in your life. I'm seeing that these are coming up for review for you to be done with this, for you to complete these cycles, this karmic enslavement and karmic superimposition. So giving yourself permission to let these cycles go, these hardships, these karmic patternings, emotional patternings, like emotional patternings around guilt, like feeling guilty to receive, feeling guilty to follow your heart and your soul, even emotional patterns around loss when you do follow your soul and your heart's desires. And as we approach this beautiful golden gateway, I'm seeing this beautiful sacred crystalline meadow opening up before us with this beautiful mountain in the distance. And as we journey to the base of this mountain, I'm seeing this beautiful welcoming of our soul family, of our guardians, our guides, our teams who are here to support us in this beautiful liberation and co-creation for the highest and best good of all, commanding this space as sacred and sovereign and in service to the sacred law of one, the sacred law of love and unity consciousness. Thank you. And as we enter into the base of this mountain, it's like entering into this beautiful ancient, I'm actually seeing like an ancient temple space, or yeah, an ancient temple space that we're entering into. And for some, this may bring up a remembrance, a sacred remembrance for you of when you have served in temple, when you have served as a priestess or maybe even a priest in the ancient civilizations. And I'm seeing that we're all being gifted with, we're being gifted as we enter into this sacred temple space. So some are receiving an ankh, some are receiving a rose, some are receiving a staff, a sacred chalice to drink from. Whatever you are receiving is perfect and right. I'm seeing like this beautiful little treasure chest being given, keys being handed over. So it's like you're being so celebrated right now for returning to this sacred space. And there's like a remembrance and a homecoming happening. I'm seeing a beautiful fire activating the trifold flames of the founder, the organic blue ray, gold ray, and violet ray in counterclockwise motion, creating a tri-wave field throughout this container, fully transmuting all bi-wave frequencies, codes, and inorganic structures into tri-wave frequencies, codes, and organic structures. Thank you. And so I'm seeing all of us gather around the center of this beautiful founder flame within the center of this temple. And we're being handed records. So our soul records, calling in the records keepers, thank you. Bringing in the records keepers of all who are here, the authentic guardians of the records and the divine guides, working within the authentic records of the soul. Thank you. And so I'm seeing that your records keepers are greeting you and giving you, like, I'm seeing like books, and I'm seeing crystals, and basically you're being given these records, these patterns, your soul records that are connected to timelines of financial enslavement, financial debt, financial slavery, financial codependence, poverty, cycles of like poverty and feast and famine. So I'm seeing all of these timelines being brought into your awareness through the records of your soul that are being handed to you right now. And for some of you, you may receive this like a book or a crystal or a scroll. However you're receiving this is perfect and right. But it's like your records keepers are bringing this to your awareness, and these patterns that you've been carrying for so long. And I'm seeing timelines connected. I'm seeing timelines connected to the ancient priestess temples in Atlantis, and then Egypt and Mu, Lemuria, and this can be even in other planetary expressions, like in other planetary expressions where your soul has lived or existed, excuse me. And so I'm seeing these timelines of like temple service coming up where these priestesses and priestesses is primarily what I'm seeing, have been they were provided for by the community. They were provided for by the temple, by the temple rites. And so these priestesses were like, in a sense, not unable because they didn't need to provide for themselves, but these priestesses didn't have a need to receive, financial security from the work that they were doing, or receive money or energy exchange from the spaces that they were holding within these priestess temples. And so this created like a form of codependence upon others meeting their needs when they incarnate into other timelines where they don't have the sanctioning of the temples to support their needs. So clearing all of these timelines connected to servitude. There's also timelines connected to this where people have been in servitude, where they've been expected to serve and not receive any energy exchange, like any financial security or any income from being in service. So when these temples, when the mystery schools, when the temples fell and collapsed, then new temples rose up that were connected to service to self structures. And a lot of this wisdom a lot of what the priestesses who served in these ancient temples had to offer was distorted and put into these new temple systems that were connected to the service to self structures. And so many priestesses found themselves reincarnated into these structures, into these temples where they were enslaved. And so there's a lot of enslavement clearing, enslavement around offering your services for free, around being like owned by by those governing these temples, the fallen mystery schools. I'm also seeing that this is connected to a fear of stepping out and being seen. So it's like a fear, it's also a fear of resurrecting your own ancient wisdom within you because you've seen and witnessed there's like this grief connected to how your own ancient wisdom connected to the ancient sisterhoods and temples of old of times past. Of course, all time is happening in this now moment, but there's this fear of resurrecting this or connecting to this ancient soul wisdom for fear of it being hijacked or misused or abused. And so clearing up this fear templating around being seen as a healer, around even fear around receiving money for your healing services. And there's a whole lot connected to this, like it's wrong to receive money for your healing services. So cleaning up this energy, this distortion. And I'm seeing now that the ancestral lines gathering around. I'm seeing some ancestral lines have literally given their rights up to financial freedom. And so you're literally here to break this cycle and to liberate your ancestral lines from financial enslavement. And I'm seeing a lot of like carrying the trauma of the ancestral line where they have not let's see, where they have not served the highest and best good of all with through the financial system. So like where the weights and measures have been inaccurate or even fraudulent. So I'm seeing a lot of trauma around fraud clearing through the ancestral lines and even the individual timelines, which impacts one's sense of worth. So, like timelines where the ancestral line and you personally have misused money or been um, dishonest with money. So these timelines are coming up for review to be cleared. And bringing in a reclamation of and a clearing for all ancestral lines and all who are here to receive, fully clearing any Egyptian black magic money curse, hex, ritual, and spell. So there's timelines where the ancestral line and the individual has been enslaved in the caste system of peasant, of slave, of worker. Oh. And so bringing in our divine guides who are in perfect and right alignment to bring in these corrections for the Ruby Sun DNA templating, clearing the distortion throughout the Ruby Sun DNA around money, around the black magic, Egyptian black magic money curse. Claiming financial freedom for all to receive through the ancestral lines and liberating the ancestral lines of financial enslavement. Applying the 777 Master Codex to liberate the ancestral lines from cycles of poverty, of feast and famine, from cycles of enslavement. Holding all in forgiveness and sending grace and love down through the ancestral lines and through the individual timelines. I'm seeing a lot of the ancestral lines that are here for receiving liberation are powerful healers. And I'm seeing that like these ancestral lines have suffered like enslavement, like not being able to access or use their soul, the ancestral line wisdom and gifts around healing through the healing arts, um like plant medicine. Like there's so many unique gifts that the ancestral lines have. But these are very powerful and very specific healing gifts that the ancestral line has had to offer, but through various black magic, ritual abuse. So clearing this trauma around ritual abuse, thank you, and black magic, and all curses, hexes, and spells down through the ancestral lines. So through this enslavement, the ancestral line has been able to express its gifts. And so there's this beautiful reclaiming happening of the ancestral line power, the ancestral line soul wisdom, the ancestral line soul gifts. Returning all to rightful owner, returning all to rightful owner, all jewels, all keys, all crystals, all wings, all fire codes, clearing all flash line sequences through the particle and antiparticle layers. And so I see like some ancestral lines were enslaved and like unable to receive any kind of compensation for their gifts. So I'm seeing like ancestral lines, ancestors, and even individual timelines where they were forced to serve like say serve the king. Like I'm seeing astrologers, I'm seeing seers, prophets. and they were forced into servitude through the use of their gifts and forbidden to receive any kind of compensation for this. And so this is being freed up for you as well. And reclaiming all of the gifts that the ancestral line has to give to you through this reclamation. Thank you. Okay, so there's also a lot clearing around religious beliefs connected to money. So clearing, liberating these timelines, clearing and letting go of these timelines, this religious indoctrination around money and wealth. So there's a lot of religious indoctrination clearing around money and wealth. Like wealth is the root of all evil, power, like money, money creates power, abuse, trauma. So there's been so many ways through religion that we've been indoctrinated and led to believe that money is evil, wicked, lustful, even the desire to have money or want money. And so when we are holding this kind of deep religious indoctrination, what happens is we're literally repelling that which we actually need or desire to have in our life. So there's lots clearing here around religious indoctrination connected to money. So keeping in mind that that it's not actually money that is evil or wicked. It's how money has been used that has not been in the highest and best good of all, or has been part of the service to self structures that has created the trauma that many of us are healing and working to set ourselves free from. So in the 3D world that we live in, it's necessary to have the money to support ourselves, to have the financial security to feed ourselves, to live our best life, to go to the places that we're being called to go, to do the things that we're being called to do, to create our soul aligned life. And so having financial security and prosperity is part of our divine birthright. And I personally really believe that there are healers and light workers that are rising up, that are creating lots of wealth for themselves, because through that creation of wealth, they have now the power to create positive change within society at large. So imagine if we had more, millionaires or more people with money putting their money to the best use and the highest and best good of all, right? So I believe that there's a generation of us that are rising up that will will tap into our divine abundance so that we can support the highest and best good of all. Imagine being able to create wellness centers where people could come and receive healing on the, body, mind, and soul level. Like imagine, having enough money to put to good use to support our planet and to support each other, right? And so even through um even through ancient times, it was, the people that had money were able to create the change in the society that we live in. And so there's a lot of clearing coming through around beliefs that have been indoctrinated through religion and even carried down through the ancestral lines as well. So this is helping to clearing and releasing this deep indoctrination around money beliefs is helping to free up that space. To receive money, to attract it so that you have it to care for yourself, to care for your family, to live the life that you desire to live, to align yourself with your soul aligned life. And so I'm seeing that the energy of the mother goddess, like the mother aspect of God. So, God expresses, source expresses as masculine and feminine, right? We all have this beautiful masculine and feminine energy that is part of the makeup of who we are, regardless of our biology, regardless of our gender that we've incarnated as. So I'm seeing that the consciousness of the Divine Mother, of Mother God, is joining us here, supporting us. And I'm actually seeing how how the inner child, so I'm seeing how the mother is nurturing our inner children, nurturing the inner child that has suffered from poverty, that has suffered from not having its needs met, that has suffered from um financial hardship within the home at a young age. So when the inner child when the inner child experiences financial hardship and lack, um, there's beliefs around this, like feeling guilty for having your needs met, feeling guilty for asking for things. So, like, and even that it's wrong to ask for things. So, like, as a child, I'm seeing some of you asked for something, and then it was like you were met with this overwhelmed parent that had their hands full and barely able to make ends meet, and like scolded you for asking for what you wanted, or made you feel ashamed for wanting more, or not even being happy with what you were given. So like there's like this shame around feeling bad about not being happy with what you've been given, or wanting more, or wanting other, or and so the inner child is being nurtured and held in so much love and compassion, in healing the inner child templates around money, finance, and wealth, and clearing this shame and guilt connected to having, to wanting, to desire. So holding the inner child tenderly. And um, I'm seeing these timelines are being cleared and released through the inner child, and updating the inner child, the divine um, inner child templating as God would have it be. And this also impacts the sense of worth. So like the inner child, the inner child is holding beliefs around feeling unworthy to have what it wants, or unworthy to even have its basic human needs met. And so there's a lot of emotional clearing happening for the inner child around receptivity, around feeling safe to receive, around feeling safe to feeling secure that it's going to have its needs met, that it's okay to have its needs met. So bringing in deep clearing and purification for the inner child. And I'm seeing that there's very specific like memories that are coming up for you. And so giving the inner child permission to fully release these memories and fully let this go. So I'm seeing like taking like this memory, like taking it out of a picture book, or taking this crystal or whatever it is and putting it in that beautiful alchemical fire. And releasing this poverty cycle from the inner child. And there's for some, there's timelines where like the family suffered a terrible loss, like a financial debt happened, like a financial loss occurred through the family that really severely impacted the family life, that severely impacted the family's safety even. And so I'm seeing like perhaps a lawsuit which instigated a terrible loss. I'm seeing a loss of job or loss of employment. So there's very specific timelines that are coming up that dramatically impacted the the inner child aspect of soul. Um, that created like a financial insecurity, like it created trauma around financial security, even a death in the family, which created financial burden and hardship on the family. So these are very specific timelines that are clearing. Giving your soul permission to release this, or to let this go, to fully let this go. And so I'm seeing how the inner child consciousness has been actually frozen in time, connected to these poverty cycles, connected to feeling insecure about having its needs met, or maybe even seeing fighting in the home over finance, over money. And so then the inner child like rejecting it, like not wanting anything to do with money because money is bad. Money causes fighting, money causes problems in the home life. So there's a lot of inner child, thank you, inner child consciousness that's been warping or like looping connected to money trauma. So bringing through healing for this money trauma, for the consciousness of the inner child that's been frozen in time through money trauma. Thank you. And your divine team, your soul records, your God self, they know exactly what these timelines are and what is coming up for you. So even if you feel like you're not receiving clear information or you're unsure, it's okay, because your God self is facilitating the healing that's perfect and right for you. So the inner child can create really big blocks for us on our journey. And it's very important that we um, connect with and honor our inner child, that aspect of our consciousness that experienced trauma. It's very important that we acknowledge that aspect of our consciousness because that can create big blocks for us on our journey as we heal. And so I'm hearing to share the importance of addressing inner child trauma as pertains to moving forward in life and aligning ourselves with our soul path, aligning ourselves with our dreams and our desires. Um, because the inner child is this aspect of us that holds on to trauma across multiple timelines. So all time is existing in this now moment. So some of the inner child trauma that people are holding hasn't even, it's like carried over from many, many, many other timelines. And until we address the inner child and give the inner child the rehabilitation, the love, and the compassion that it needs, we can really slow down our progress in our healing journey. We can also deflect our manifestations. So I'm thanking our teams for bringing through this um, reconfiguration that's happening for the inner child consciousness around money trauma. And then this is also connected to worth and impacting one's sense of worth. So I see everybody gifting their inner child, thanking the inner child for revealing the trauma that it's ready to let go of, and holding that inner child in so much love and safety and forgiveness. And I'm seeing the inner child being gifted with something really special. You can give the inner child whatever it is that comes to mind, and perhaps nothing is coming to mind. That's okay. Your God self is blessing your inner child with the gift that is perfect and right for them. Thanking the inner child. Ah. Okay, and I now wish to set the intention to activate our beautiful new earth templates for abundance and financial prosperity. So updating and activating the divine feminine, divine mother templating around abundance and wealth. So activating our organic codes of wealth and activating our organic abundance templates. So abundance is more than just having a lot of money. Actually, that's hardly even a part of the true divine expression of abundance. Abundance is being completely connected to the your authentic pure nature, which lacks nothing. And so your pure authentic nature is love, is divine unconditional love, is peace, is joy. And so there's like this disconnect that has happened with the abundance templating, which has made it very challenging for people to be able to access the truth of who they are, their infinite abundant nature, to where you can experience the world, experience yourself and the world that you are within through pure abundance, through divine unconditional love, through joy, through peace, regardless of what's going on around you, even regardless of any experiences that are come up in your life that are coming up for completion, or experiences that you're working through. So there's still you're always able to tap into this abundant nature that you are. And it's the beautiful feminine energy. It's the mother that creates life. It's through the womb that life is created, and nothing instructs the womb on how to create life. It simply knows. And the female that is pregnant, that is birthing life into creation, isn't busy micromanaging the womb and telling the womb how to do its job. She simply trusts that all is well, that this life that is being created and nurtured within and throughout her has all that it needs to develop, mature, and then to be birthed into life, into creation. And this is more than just physical life. This is our dreams, our desires, our goals, our reality, like what we want to create for ourselves and the experiences that we wish to have. And after the birthing of this life, the mother has all that she needs to sustain this beautiful life that she has created. So through the flow, the abundant flow of mother's milk from her breasts. So the mother is an example of pure abundance, of creation and abundance, and having the provision to provide for the life that she creates. And so restoring this awareness, this restoring your power of creation back to you, reclaiming these jewels, these keys, these codes of your own unique divine power of creation, and helping you to tune into the own rhythm and flow of creation, of your creation. Clearing this through all stations of identity. And part of abundance is being connected, is having that, living our experiences in the awareness and the felt, like feeling our interconnection to all, to the planet, to the cosmos, to each other. Like that is part of our abundance. That is part of our abundant nature, is that experience of divine oneness, of oneness with all, oneness with each other, oneness with God, oneness with the planet, oneness with source. The consciousness of the body, I'm seeing how the consciousness of the body is revealing itself. And so I personally like, so bringing in the deva, the body deva, the consciousness of the body. Thank you. Bringing your attention and your awareness to the consciousness of your body, and asking the body consciousness where it's holding trauma that it's ready to let go of, like where it's holding money trauma, programming that it's ready to let go of, like that's making your body feel unsafe to receive, and or making it challenging to hold the frequency of what it is you wish to create for yourself. You may be okay. So I'm hearing to share, I experience the consciousness of my body as a very earthy, like an earth goddess, like made up of the water and the leaves and the trees and the oceans, like just very earth-like, ethereal, earth-like being. Like that's how I experience my body consciousness. However you experience your body consciousness is perfect and right. You may just experience it as like a light, and you may be feeling different things within the body. So the body is communicating to you where it's holding trauma that has made it hard, that's keeping you stuck in financial lack, financial slavery, or and even where you're feeling unsafe to receive. So thanking the body consciousness for letting this trauma go and sending love and forgiveness, divine unconditional love and grace and forgiveness to the consciousness of the body. Oh. And restoring harmony to the body, the earth body, and the body of our planet, our earth body. So our physical vessel that's housing our soul and the earth body, restoring harmony between the body of the consciousness and the body of the planet. Thank you. So I'm seeing that some feel unsafe, like have felt like really unsafe to be here on this planet. So it's like if you're feeling unsafe, like from the horrors of like cataclysmic destruction, or like the horrors of the terror of like volcanic eruptions and earthquakes and floods, tsunamis, like that, those kinds of cataclysmic destructions, and even like wars. So when the body is holding this consciousness memory record, it feels insecure and unsafe. And so this affects our ability to, this affects like our foundation upon which we build. And so this is being cleared to bring in the clearing for the root and activating the divine feminine root chakra. Thank you. And clearing this through the cellular memory records. And I'm seeing like I'm seeing a lot of timelines, like the body, the consciousness of the body is holding where it has felt, where it's experienced physical trauma. And so there's like a disconnect between the soul and the body, or not so much a disconnect, but okay, so it's like having a pipe, and there's a like, it's like having two pipes, and you want to bring the pipes together so that water can flow through the pipes. You want to join those pipes together, but the pipes aren't clearly aligned. So the full flow of water is not happening because the pipes are not properly aligned. It's like the soul and the body, like bringing them into right alignment to support our manifestations and to support our ability to receive and being open to receive that which we wish to create. And it's also like the consciousness of the body with the planet, with the planetary consciousness, the pure planetary consciousness. So the most ascended aspect of this earth, like when earth was in an Edenic state. Thank you. So bringing in a source wash, thank you, and asking for an STS sweep, thank you. Clearing through all stations of identity and all triads, thank you. Bringing in a beautiful source wash. And bringing in self-love activation and divine recognition of your own innate worth, that you are worthy to be loved exactly as you are. You're worthy to be supported exactly as you are. You are worthy to receive your heart's desires. You are worthy to ask for more. You are worthy to ask for your heart's desires. You are worthy to have your heart and soul desires. I'm seeing this beautiful sacred technology coming in where you're being held in this beautiful, um, like it's an egg, like a sacred egg that is being filled with the perfect plasmas, the perfect energies and light that are exactly in right alignment for you as you process and integrate. And activating your diamond crystal healing chamber. So your plasmic shield is being held within your diamond crystal healing chamber, which is also supporting your integration and your processing. Bringing in deep cleansing and purification of all negative energies, entities, and beings. Thank you. And so I'm seeing that we are being invited now to receive. There's very special codes that are wishing to be activated for use that are specific for you on your journey to support you. And they're being activated by your God self, by your highest self. And you can say yes to receive this. These are codes that will further support you as you journey into creating financial security and prosperity for yourself, and also your abundance codes. So you can say yes to receive this. Oh, thank you. And I'm offering love and gratitude for all who are here to support and assist us. And I'm seeing that as we return back to our beautiful crystalline tree and we journey across our rainbow bridge, I'm seeing that you can sow some beautiful seeds of intention of what you wish to manifest for yourself, or it could even be seeds of clarity, whatever feels perfect and right for you. And if you don't know, that's okay. Your God self will sow those seeds for you. So taking a moment to hold those intentions in mind. Ah. And these seeds are being nurtured and divinely watered and divinely supported. You are so fully supported. Passing back through this beautiful crystalline tree. And offering love and gratitude. I'm seeing us place our hands on this beautiful tree and offering so much love and gratitude, restoring this beautiful oneness with all that is. Bringing your attention and your awareness to this now moment. Stepping back away from this tree. Thank you. Anchoring all of this into every layer aspect of your being. Initiate the end session completion, please. Thank you. Balancing all axonal lines, all meridians, all fascia on the nodule networks. I call forth to fully establish the divine original source God blueprint within and throughout this space, this field, and all that I am, all that we are. Please align and harmonize and balance all axonal lines, meridians, fascia, nodule networks, radial networks, rasha body, all body spheres, fields, shields, vehicles, fully reestablishing an anchored 0 point God matrix, unified field, fully aligned completely and totally to God's law of structure and all natural laws of creation. All is unified, all is balanced. The divine eternal lotus flower and tree of eternal life is fully restored now, forever, and always, in all ways. Please initiate and activate the Crystalla Aurora re-encryption code and highest God sanctified sequencing to fully upgrade and transform all elementals and structures to the diamond rainbow silicate matrix body. I harmonize all and hold all. Thank you. Take this through all levels, initiating the end session completion. Thank you. Through the 7 tones of creation, unified by the 8th tone of the heart, I seal this into the light of union and wholeness. Ka. Ra. Ya. Sa. Ta. Ha. La. Ah. Crystalla. And so it is.